All right, this is what I was waiting to come in a couple days ago when I took my Jackery power station out of the box. And this is my solar panels. Now I actually went ahead and charged that up. It's got 100% charge in it. I went ahead and plugged it into AC, and it didn't take but, you know, just 3 or 4 hours to get it charged up. I had 34% charge on it when I got it. These are the solar panels. Now, with 2 solar panels, you can actually charge that thing from being down all the way up in about 8 hours. 1 solar panel, here we go. Y'all know how I do this, don't you? Turn it upside down and bring them out. And now we have a box in a box. I guess everybody's got to ship the things that way nowadays to keep stuff from being stolen or whatever. Ah, mercy. So I've got 2 solar panels for my Power Station 1000. That's a 1,000-watt power station. It's absolutely a must-have for people that tailgate. My buddy Norman Latona that owns Southeastern Pond Management. Norman Latona, I guarantee you, if Alabama is playing football in Timbuktu, Norman is going to be tailgating there, I promise you. Norman, you have to have a Jackery power station. You've got to have one. I mean, you just got to. We're going to get this and try to figure out how to hook this up. And I think you need to be running both of them, not just one. I think on one takes about like 17 hours to charge it up. But here's the cool thing. Golly, what neat. Oh man, oh man. This is neat. Oh my goodness. I guess this is going to tell me how. That's probably a warning system or something for it. It's got the power station's actually, I looked on it, it's got a 24-month warranty. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Now that is a solar panel charging system right there. Wow. 18 volt, output is 100 watt. And let me see here. See just exactly how to use this. Boy, this is quite an outfit. All right, here's my cables. And it looks like that stays there. I got to undo this. Case knife will cut wires. I'm supposed to just undo that. That should just untwist. Now, I think all we have to do, that's the only thing that's in here. This is attached, so we're going to leave this attached. We're going to leave this attached to the, and then we're going to set it out here in the sun. Set it out here in the sun. And this cable will go back pretty far. Let's see how far. It'll reach pretty far. And we should have in our accessories, I think that is the one. Yeah, that's to plug it up. Plug it up right there. And this plugs into the input. We got a display on this. This display tells us where we are. And now we're going to hit my display, and it's going to tell us it's 100% charged. So see, I'm already 100% charged because I did hook it up to AC and go ahead and charge it. It had 34% when I got it a couple days ago. But I'm going to plug that thing in here. And that's all you do to put see the little light come on? That shows me that, and it's going to show how much is going in. It's about 1 watt right now going in. I'll tell you what, let's do. Let's go ahead and take this other one out real quick. Oh, it's right here. Let's take this other guy out real quick and hook it up. And we'll just kind of see what happens. Now, really, of course, you're not going to have much there because it's already charged. So it really can't be doing much. And it's in the shade out there too. Solar panels actually work in the shade just as well as they do in the sun. They don't work as well, but they'll work also. So you can actually have a cloudy day. We use quite a few solar panels on various things around the ranch. So I'm a big believer in solar panels. We got them on our electric gates where they charge 12-volt batteries. I got Super Start batteries up there. And This one, I guess this one should have another cable, just like that one we've got there, coming out of it. We'll get it and take it apart. You know, if you tailgate, you can actually run quite a bit of stuff off of this. You know, to run, say, a little television set, you want to run your little TV while you're tailgating, you can do that, and it'll run about 6 or 7 hours. This will run a TV about 6 or 7 hours. If you want to run your computer, you're going to get something up there, you're going to watch something on your computer. If you're tailgating, it'll run a computer for, I don't know, I think something like 16 or 17 hours. It'll run a computer for a long time. It tells you how much it does all that. And the same deal, we're going to plug this in right here, right into there. You take this, set this out in the sun. And you know, again, we're in the shade right here where I am, but you can just set that up just like that around where you are, and it's going to warranty on a Jackery's 24 months. I already looked at that. I guess the warranty on those, I don't know what they are, but we'll check it out. But anyway, here we go, and here's the neat thing about it. Here's all of the things that this does. This is kind of amazing to me. This power station weighs 22 pounds, so it's not light. It's a big, heavy-duty deal. 1,000 watts will last a long time. Actually, I'm going to keep this charged up and keep in the house, because if our electric goes out, which it does a lot out here in the boonies where we are, if our electric goes out, I can actually hook a refrigerator up to this. A refrigerator draws less than 1,000 watts. Now, if you're going to hook multiple things up to it, and which you can do, if you'll look, we've got 1, 2, 3 actual AC outlets right here. We've got 3 AC outlets, and that we can hook stuff up to. And you've got over here you've got DC outlets that you can use. This is where you can hook up a 12 volt, something that you're going to run off a cigarette lighter. Here's where you can hook up, well, obviously phone chargers right there. It's USB port, a USB-C. It's got all of them in here. Let's kind of check that and see how that works. I want to kind of see what's happening here. Yeah, of course, I'm 100% charged, so it's not really showing any input there. But this will show you what your input is that you're charging. And if this was all the way down with those 2 solar panels, take about 8 hours to charge, And I'm going to go ahead and unhook that, because that's cool. I just wanted to do that before I did any talking about it. But I tell you what, you know, one of the neat things is how many different things you can use at the same time and how much power it is. 1,000 watts is a lot of power. It's a lot of power. And I wonder, I don't know for sure, but I wonder if we're drawing off of this. I wonder if it'll tell us what we're using. I'll tell you what we can do. I wonder if I got my telephone. I got my telephone right here. Let's see what that telephone is. It looks like it's about 70% charge or something like that. I got my USB port. Let's plug this thing in. Oh, it's got a quick charge USB port too. Now this is a 5 volt, 2.4 amp. It's got a quick charge, which will charge at 3. But now I'm going to just plug that in and see what happens. All right, I'm going to plug that into my phone. And we find out that it's not charging, so there's another button. And here's the button right here. Here's a DC button. Oh, you hear it ding? Hear it ding right there? And it said that I was 72%, I think it said. But now you can look up here and my phone is charging. My phone is charging right there and charging right off of that. And just see what it tells it's drawing. It's drawing 11 watts. It's drawing 11 watts. So you could recharge a phone out in the wilderness with that right there forever. You could go on a camping trip to hunting or whatever and be out away from electricity for 2-3 weeks and keep your telephone charged, keep your computer charged, keep whatever charged. You can run so many things. You can run a blender off of it. You can run an electric grill off of it. You can run, like I said, the ice boxes like people carry in their cars. It'll run it for like 6 or 7 hours. It'll run your ice box. I know that you young guys don't know what an ice box is. Refrigerator. We used to call them ice boxes. We call them refrigerators now. But you can run up to 1,000 watt total. And you can look at your appliances and it'll tell you how much it draws. But most stuff does not draw very much wattage. And the great thing about this is you can hook a lot of different things up to it. If you're going to be out and around camping at night, you camp out, you can have a string of lights, plug your string of lights in there, run your lights all evening. And the good thing is you can charge it at the same time that you're using it. So if you're out camping or if you're tailgating, go ahead and hook your solar panels up to it and go ahead and use it at the same time. Got solar panels sitting in the back of your pickup truck, maybe sitting on the hood of your truck or the top of your truck. It's charging your Jackery power station. At the same time, you got your electric grill running off of it. You got your computer running off of it, your TV running off of it. You're charging up everybody's telephone. It's really, really quite a unit. And this is the biggest one they make. They make smaller ones also. 1,000 watt is a pretty good sized power station. It'll power a lot. And like I said, I'm going to keep this one in the house. We have storms, stuff around that, you know, the power gets knocked out. Our power was out for 17 hours just the other day. A couple days before that, it was out for 2.5 days. 2.5 days. Now, you know, I don't know if that you could use the solar power to charge that back up. Charge it off your vehicles. It's actually, you can actually plug it up and charge it off your vehicles and charge it back up. You got an emergency light down here on the end of it. So you got a flashlight there if you want to use that. Just about as fine an outdoor power station as you can ever imagine. And like I said, if you're tailgating, that's the first thing I thought about. Norman Latona, Roll Tide, Boomer Sooner, Norman. Yeah. Alabama doesn't like us because we beat Alabama pretty regularly at the University of Oklahoma. So y'all just go ahead and send the comments on that. That's fine. None of y'all from Clemson or LSU. We don't want to hear from y'all. Geaux, Tigers, right? I got it. But anyway, what a great tailgate item right there. It'll run just about everything you need to run at a tailgate. What a great item to take on camping trips, in your motorhome, fishing trips, in your boat. So many times things happen out there that you don't plan. And power station, it'll carry you by. One of the great things is it will power most of your stuff for quite a few hours. And you have to look and figure on each thing individually. But when you're thinking about things like refrigerators, telephones, computers, televisions, ice boxes, refrigerators, all of the type of stuff that's really, really important to you, it'll power those for a long time. It'll power several of them at once. So I'm tickled to death. I'm excited about it. I got it up at 100%. Now, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. You know what I'm going to do. I'm going fishing. Guys and girls, I love you.